Belgrade, a gritty city with a lot of heart. I absolutely love Belgrade, and you know, it's really not like other cities in Europe. It's kind of hard to explain, but there's just a vibe here. Belgrade is gritty and damaged, but it has so much character. It's like this unearthed charm. It's so hard to explain. It's just, you come here and you just get this feel of community and happiness, and the food here is amazing, and the people are the nicest people in the world. It just has this, it's so hard to explain. There's something really special about this city. So I'm on Skadarska, which is the vintage street here in the middle of Belgrade. And it's actually what's considered the Bohemian Quarter. It's one of the few places in Belgrade you can still find the cobblestone streets and the flower-lined shops and all the really great restaurants. So this sign behind me shows all the other streets around the world that are similar to Skadarska. So, and they even have one that points to the moon. So you never know, there might be a street up there like that. So you have Moscow, you have Sarajevo, all the old streets. Walking on this street, you're also gonna find guys selling rakia shots for just $1. And it tends to be kind of difficult to walk on these cobblestones after a few of those shots. Živeli?
Živeli.
My friends and I made a pact that every time we walk past that guy, we have to buy a shot because it's only 100 dinar, which is a little less than $1. I got apricot because it's like a little less alcohol content and it's only noon right now. So there's lots of fun things to do here in Belgrade. It's not really the typical touristy stuff. I mean, there's churches you can go see. There's a really cool fortress to check out, which I will go to at sunset today. But there's other really cool things to do here. You can go to the zoo, but it's really cool. There's this bar called Boho Bar, and you can actually sit in Boho Bar and look down at the zoo, and directly below you are tigers. So most of the bars here are seasonal. The splavs, for example, that are the bars that float on the water, are closed for the winter. Boho Bar, like I mentioned, is closed for the winter, which is a bummer because it's really cool. So if you come here in the summer, definitely go check it out. So you can go on a food tour, and I will show you shots of one I did with a company called Gastro Balkan, and it was absolutely amazing. We went to 4 different 5-star restaurants, got 4 courses at each place. The food was insane. So highly recommend them, and I'll link their Instagram below. That's a great reason that you have to come to Belgrade. I can't even tell you, like, the most amazing risotto I have ever had was only $4 for the whole plate. You can do a 5-course meal for $15. The food here is just crazy. It's just so good. So Belgrade is a city of parks. There are parks everywhere. Right now I'm in Trasmajden, which is a park in Old Belgrade that has 2 churches that you can check out. And it's a big park, there's lots to do, and it's just really great to be here in the fall and see all the leaves changing colors. Another really unique thing you can do here in Belgrade is do a Yugo tour. And if you don't know what a Yugo is, I'll put a picture right here. So a Yugo is short for Yugoslav, which was a car very common in the 1970s. So they do a tour where you can actually ride in a 1970s Yugo, and they drive you around Belgrade and they give you a tour of the city. I'll put a link down below so that you can do the tour too. So behind me is the Church of St. Salva, one of the largest Orthodox churches in the world. Park, and it is the park that outlines the old citadel, and the two combined create what's called the Belgrade Fortress. I am heading to my favorite spot in the city to do something that I love to do, catch the sunset. So on nice days you'll find tons of people running around the park. It's a little cold today, but they still have vendors where you can buy lots of cool little knickknacks. You can buy ice cream and treats. There's cool statues and fountains, and you make your way into the fortress. So right around this time, lots of people gather here at the fortress to catch the sunset as it sets right over New Belgrade. We're gonna be just in time. This is my favorite spot in the whole city, and it is on the front of the fortress overlooking the Sava River. This is where the Sava and the Danube meet, which is why the fortress is here, and it's the perfect spot for sunset.